afternoon. Firstly, I would like to share, I passed out of this very campus 20 years back. 2097. Yeah, 97 to 2017. It's exactly 20 years. And it's a pleasure to be back here. Of course, there was no written courses, it was more of a prayer. And I've seen it, how the institute has grown in size, in strength, in capabilities and efficiencies. Anyway, I won't take much time. I've been told that I have to speak about dynamics of retail. Vishal, that subject needs to last. Yeah? So what I will do is I will break it up and probably I'll ask you, what you want me to cover. Retail is exhaustive. That's why I was spending 3 years, 2 years to learn it. And I can't do it in 1 hour, for sure. But before I actually seek your advice on which aspect of retail you would like me to cover, I'll take you through my personal journey, which in fact I shared with Venu ma'am when she was in our office. That could be interesting for you because how things move, how the corporate professional world is different from student life, what you learn, how it is applied, how you plan things, and what you should look forward when you pass out from here, and how cruel the world could be. It's not so cruel, actually. So I'll take 5 minutes. Just to connect with all of you. I came from a small town in UP. Did my 10th. Didn't know what to do after that. From a family which is into business of footwear. So that was the connect. I was the youngest of 4. The family used to be larger, I was unplanned. So Dad told me, tension we all have businesses, basically tension you do what you want to do. But I don't know who will tell me what I should do. I didn't know what to do. Strongly because you guys are much more informed now, thanks to internet, thanks to social networking. We didn't know what to do. The only thing we knew was either you become a doctor or you become an engineer, nothing else. Unfortunately or fortunately, there was a trip wherein I went to Goa and I was so excited that I am going to Goa and all. I said, okay, and I engineer doctor banana. I have to study in Goa and I have to study over management. That is how it turned out. I went there, worked there, and I didn't like the place because hotel management is not everybody's cup of tea. It looks very glamorous, but you need to have guts to really pursue it because you have to leave your ego zone, and I had ego zone. So anyway, I ended up in FDDI. Didn't know what to do. Footwear, okay, FDDI, yeah, it makes sense. Management, footwear, these two things, I didn't know what to do. And then, things worked out. So I started my career with a company over here in Noida itself, one of the bigger brand at that point of time called Phoenix. Tufts was the biggest brand. It was a real big brand. And then from there I have been into footwear largely, worked for various brands. I worked for Skechers when it came to India. I worked for an Eastern European brand called Sprandi. I worked for Nike, short period, worked for Tagore, and then worked for Reliance Retail where they decided to get into retail businesses. And for the last 1 year I was with Crocs. I'll take 2 more minutes to explain you something about Crocs. It's a US brand, 15-year-old, cult brand I would say. It's absolutely cult brand. I really love it or you hate it, there's no other way. In India we're doing pretty well. We sell about 2 million pairs every year. And we have a patented, of course everybody registers their designs or their formats. We patented our design, the one which I am wearing. That's called Croc. So nobody else can make it. So that has been the icon from 2002 when the brand was born. And within 5 years it became about $1 billion. So in 2007 itself we were about $1 billion. And that has been the journey. In India we have been here for about 10 years. And we cover all the channels. We are online, we are offline, we have key accounts, we have our exclusive retail, and we are there in mom and pop stores. So that's briefly I want to tell you to, and I worked for about 9 years for Reliance Retail, which was only retail of 150 stores. Didn't do so well because retail is not easy. It's not easy at all. And it has very different margins. It needs huge efficiency to be profitable. It's unlike trading. So retail is absolutely, you have to have efficiency up to 100%, not even 99.9, if you want to make it happen, if you want to make it profitable. That's how majority of the retailers in India don't make money, even after 10 years. Yeah, so that's more of my experience now. I had a few things which I thought I can put across to you and check which will be more exciting, so I can cover that in retail. Because general retail, I don't know, it will be a long, discussion. And I would like to keep about 15-20 minutes for you to ask me really if you have anything which I can help. So, if you have something in mind, which part of retail I should cover, please come up. Or I have some suggestion, I can cover those. I think 3 of them are quite close to my heart. One is store operations, how does it work? Secondly, the iconic discussion about offline and online, how does it work, how will it shape up? Other would be franchising business and DTC, which is direct to consumer, which is brand-owned business, or you franchise your retail or parts of business. Or it could be anything which you would like to cover, or how a retail brand is formed and what are the steps in opening a store, how it starts and how it gets into operations, retail operations, and how will you get with the profitability, profit and loss statements, or planogram itself you want to cover. I don't know, there are not many things, there are so many things which I can cover. Superficially I can cover all, but I would love to get into detail of some topic which would be more interesting for you guys, which truly you would like to know a bit more. So if anybody has any suggestion on which topic should I cover, I'll be happy to cover. Store operations? Okay. Anybody else? Online offline? Anybody else? Retail merchandising. Anything else? I'm trying to cover all. Anything else? I had some experience. Omnichannel. If somebody wants to really know about omnichannel. We all talk about omnichannel, we don't know what exactly is and how to work. Yeah. I can cover that online offline. Franchising, I said, okay, somebody interested in marketing, it's going through a sea change. Mass media is getting replaced by digital. And how it is working out, what are the parameters, that would be the one. Footwear market, if you want to cover, then I have modern versus traditional retailers. What is the future? Is modern retail going to kill the traditional trade? How will it shape up? What are the insights? That would be another one. These I had a few suggestions. So, okay, 3-4 things have come up. I'll try to cover all. Offline, online, yeah, that's very interesting. I'll probably like to share 5 minutes on that. See, online was a disruptor, absolutely disruptor for Indian business, as it is for any Indian market in the world. When it actually started, in about 2008, 2009, the people are selling books. But the actual infiltration into consumerism happened in about 2011, when they got funding, when they got money to borrow. So since then, till now, online is absolutely rocking. It's an amazing time for the consumer. But how and where will it stabilize? Truly, I'll try to explain and what important role it plays. So I remember in 2000, there never used to be any. In 2000, for all of you who look like I was talking about a long time when I was not even born. But anyway, the fact remains that We learn about history also. I have nothing to do with Shahjahan, but we learn. So we have share with you. In 2000, there was never used to be stores, came into exclusive stores and disrupted the market. And it changed the landscape completely. Second disruption was online advent last year 2011. So current scenario of online is something, is the top line. And they lose 2,600 crores, which is about 20% EBITDA loss. I don't know who can afford. We do businesses to make money rather than lose money. Strategically, you can understand, okay, 1 saal, 2 saal stabilization, then you start making money, and then you make bigger money, then you make more money. But you can't keep on losing. So this will have to stabilize. Today, it is like Pepsi and Coke. You want to be a leader. So everybody is fighting. Consolidation has started happening. Amazon is on one side self-funded, there's no funding from outside. But Flipkart gang, Munsel's gang has taken all of this. Snapdeal they couldn't pick up, but they have Myntra, they have Flipkart is their own, then they got into Japan. So they have taken all these. So there are two players now. You have Amazon and you have Flipkart. The biggest one is missing. Flipkart can be picked up by Alibaba and consolidated. And Amazon anyway is the largest online retailer in the world. So once that happens, again there will be disruption. Again, when the parity between the pricing is gone, your offline retail will survive. Absolute survive. It will come down to about 10-12%. Against footwear today or apparel or fashion, it is about 20-22% contribution by online. It will come down to about 10%. And that is how worldwide it has happened. It will be sold more on convenience, no delivery, larger assortment, biggest catalog rather than discounting. So that is how it looks, online, offline. People say, offline will be gone. It will never happen. India is a very large country, and online will be relevant because offline you cannot be there everywhere. There is a limit to number of stores you can have, but online you can be there everywhere. You can order from anywhere and sell from anywhere. So it's relevant, it will remain, but will stabilize to large players, stabilizing to about 10-12% of the consumer space, and 90% will still remain with offline. So offline is absolutely relevant and important. So offline retail is relevant. We all have great future. So that is more on offline and online. I'll take any questions from this thing. Coming to retail operations, as I said, it actually starts. Retail operation, when you say, it actually starts one with the market mapping and from clubbing retail operation and business development. So you have to do the market mapping, whichever product you want to make. It could be a tablet, it could be footwear, or anything else. So you do market mapping where the gaps, how big the gaps are, and then you define your format. So based on the market mapping and the gaps available, you define the format. That's whether it's going to be multi-branded, it's going to be only women, it's going to be men, women both, it's going to be family store, it's going to be 4,000 square feet, it's going to be 200 square feet. So define the format. Once you have defined this, then you move on the mapping of properties, which is your retail space, which is the biggest cost. In retail, the biggest cost is retail space. Yeah. So then you get into the mapping, where you want to put up a store. Then you get into, after mapping, looking for the properties. But it has to be mall, it has to be high street. What should be the size? What should be the minimum facade? What should be the minimum height? How large should be your trading area? How large should be your back of house for it to be stocking? And then you get to the commercial terms before signing. So standard commercial terms are period of lease. Normally it takes 9 years because 3 years is the minimum time. So nobody wants to sign for less than 9 years as a retail operator. And it's normally 3 plus 3 plus 3, 10 years. That is how it's divided. It has a free fit out period of anywhere between 30 days to 60 days. Larger format care about 120 days, you're taking 30,000 square feet. And then you have escalation every 3 years, standard is about 15%. Then, of course, there are deposits, very good inventory pay. All over there is nothing but deposits. Because that's the blocking of the money. Retailer anyway is short of cash. because it's a cash, driven business. It is absolutely cash driven business. Anyway, he's short, and then he's paying 6 months of deposits. So getting deposits, and then you get into possession of the property. Once the property is there, then you get into planogram. So you rather fit outs first, fit out designing, see how the store should look, and then you get into planogramming, how, which brand, which segment, which category will be where there. And then it moves to retail operations. Now coming to retail operations, largely I'll uncover on say larger retail operation KPIs, key performance indicators, which every retailer has to, everybody who's in retail has to know, otherwise it doesn't make sense. So the larger KPIs, the biggest KPIs of course, somebody called SPSF, somebody called SPF, but last rate is productivity per square feet. To be measured per square feet per day, to be measured per square feet per month. So typical, say garment, apparel, footwear, store, that productivity is something about 38 rupees per square feet per day. Those are the benchmarks. Yeah. Second is your footfalls. How many footfall? Footfall also is very diverse. How do you capture footfall? Do you capture footfall by heads? How many people are coming? Or do you capture footfall by groups? Sorry? No, that's fine. I'm not saying how to capture it, but what is the parameter you use? So, say 2 of us are going. So, do you capture it as 1 footfall or do you capture it at 2? So, that is how we define. No, everybody uses different ones. Yeah, that is why there is no standard parameter. So, it is how do you capture your footfall? So, if you're capturing it by heads, then the conversion will be very different. So, for example, husband and wife, 2 of them go with a kid. And if you count them 3, the bill will be 1 only. So anyway, even if you set to every one, your conversion is 33%. And then you get a spanking from your bosses while the conversion is. So it depends on group conversion, it depends on individual conversion, it depends on you count groups or you count heads. Yeah? But of course, I'm not even getting the technology, that also is one of the things I can touch on. How do you capture it? The traditional way used to the counters, it's over now. It's so absolutely over. Now even you can count how many male have come, how many female have come, how many kids have come, how many staff have moved in, which gets deducted on its own, and the system throws you the footfall. Technology has moved by the structure, by the machine and the structure of body. You can make out it's a male, it's a female, and by the eye you can use it's a kid. And you give a chip on the staff. This is a small chip you put. So if the staff is moving out, because staff has to go for a bio break for about 7 times, and you have 10 staff into 70 footfall, they'll go and they'll come back. So it's about 140 footfall, your footfall counting is gone for a toss. So they get a chip on the shirt. When they're moving, that chip will ensure it is not counted as well. So technology has moved. I will not go much in detail, but yeah, another parameter is your footfall. And from footfall you arrive at conversion. Conversion could be good conversion could be head conversion. So if it's a good conversion, it has to be different, head conversion could be different, group size if it is 3, and your conversion is 30%, you're doing an amazing job. And if your group size is 1, or you're counting heads in the base, and conversion 30%, you're doing a pathetic job. Yeah, so it depends on how you count. Then comes into your ASPs, average selling price, then comes into your UPT, units per ticket. Units also can be counted differently. Can be, say in footwear trade, say a Nike, they can count FUPT separately, which is footwear UPT, and overall UPT, which means accessories or apparel put together. Because footwear is the high ticket item, so they normally count FUPT separate and UPT separate. Yeah. And then you come to ATV, which is largely your ASP multiplied by your. Is everybody agree? How do you come to ATV? Sorry, I'm acting as one of the lecturers. How do you come to ATV here? Post-lunch session is not good. ATV is your UPT into your ASP.
What is UPT?
ATV is average ticket size, which you calculate by your average selling price and number of units sold per bill, which we come Basket size also. Basket size is your, what is basket size? Is it UPT, is it ATV, is it ASP? What is basket size? Yeah, it is ATV. It's another part of ATV. Okay. So, make up guys. So those are the parameters. And then of course stock turns. And then category contribution, those are various KPIs. And then private label and brands, it's a multi-branded format because private label you make more money. So you want to capture what is the percentage of private label sale because your margin is much higher. So these are larger retail KPIs. But the biggest one out of this is your SPF because everything else, your entire cost is calculated per square foot basis. And if you know your SPF and you know your cost per square feet, you know whether you're profitable or you're losing. So you don't have to get into anything else. Per square feet basically सारा कुछ होता है. You have a per square feet cost and a per square feet productivity. And then of course you have margin. So these three factors put together gives you whether you are profitable or you are losing money. If I can ask a question, because I still think few people are saying, can somebody tell me the difference between margin and profit?
Margin is a particular merchandise that we person. Margin is maybe what we will earn, and profit is.
Somebody else will learn? Anybody else? What is the difference between margin and profit? Or are they same? I may be fooling around. Are they same? Margin or profit?
Suppose our cost price is 50 rupees of a product and our selling price is 7 rupees. The 20 is margin and after that we are at least
Okay. Oh yeah, you are after that. So after margin, how do you arrive at profit? No, I'm not even getting there. I'm just asking about margin and profit. Are they same? How do you arrive? Oh, you're almost there. Okay. Now at least you guys are thinking you're not sleeping now. Okay. So that's correct. Yeah, this is a basic one. I just wanted to make you up. Yeah. So now, other aspects of store operations. Other aspect of store operation is a very important department which has started in most of the retailers now. It never used to be there about 7-8 years back. That's called SLP. Does somebody know about SLP?
Security loss prevention.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely not by customer. And there are noble ways of doing it. I talk about footwear. So footwear mein kya tha, you do PIs, perpetual inventory, for matching your inventory. It's called perpetual wall-to-wall perpetual inventory. So we used to find number of pairs are matching. Absolutely. My book shows, my system shows there are 1,200 pairs. My inventory PI is showing 1,200 pairs. We scan and it's matching by article, by size, by SKU, everything. But when we are still when we're selling, there's a loss of our margin. So how it is happening? Why the margin is dropping? When everything is fine, the margin will come more. What the guys used to do, most of the employees, they used to have a pair which is say A6, 10,000 bucks. And then you have a Liberty, 1,000 bucks. They will call their friends and show both. They will show Liberty, they will show A6. They say, friend, it's decided already, how it has to be done. और 5-6 पेयर रख दिए दिखा दिए, then A6 को Liberty के डिब्बे में बैठ दिया. So number of pairs will count. And how the billing happens, you scan the box. You actually scan the box. Barcode is not in the box. You scan the box, you are paying 1,000 and getting a shoe of 10,000. Number of pairs are still matching. But you've lost 9,000 bucks. This is how it used to happen. So this happened in the last company also, in a big way. So what we did was, we instructed the cashiers to open the box and scan the hand tag. The barcode is on the box also, barcode is on the hand tag attached with the product also. This is also required by weights and measurement. Are you aware about compliance, retail? Okay, so there is a big compliance you have to do in retail. There's a department called weights and measurement. So anything you are displaying on the floor should have the basic details on a barcode. So every product, footwear normally, sorry I'm talking more about footwear. Yeah. So footwear normally you have one out and then the barcode is attached on a hand tag. So you have it already. So we said, okay, you open the box, scan the product, not this. So you know, there are many other ways to do it. People do a lot of ways, I won't take much time on this. But this SFP is the latest one. I'm happy you mentioned. It's an important one, it was meaningful. How it gets done? There are various ways. You have motion detectors. You know, what happens is when you are, this is for more for security, and of course, loss prevention.
You even have a separate department, like
Yeah,
most of the guards have been converted into loss prevention officers.
Sure. The LPOs, LPNs, yeah. So what happens is, for security, what is done? I don't know if it's interesting or not. You have motion detectors, and you have CCTV cameras. So these two are the major one, and then of course, you know, fire control and fire alarms and all. So when you are closing the store in the night, so you just have to activate if store is closed. So motion detectors and everything become activated. So if there's any motion in the night, you know, when that has happened, there's a rat, and alarm has started. So but you can't do anything about it. So there was a rat, there's a movement itself. So there are various ways to do it. And other ways are now CCTV cameras. You can't only see. See, if I'm a retail operation manager sitting in my office, I can see the live streaming of the store, and there's a speaker attached also. So I can activate the speaker, and in the store, I can speak and say, what the hell is happening? There's a customer there, nobody's attending. So technology has reached for the next thing. Yeah. Anyways, so that's another part SLP. And then you have merchandising, retail merchandising, you have visual merchandising, you have loyalty programs, which is very important. Loyalty programs really helps. Loyalty programs like, you know, if you have a card in your pocket, there's a possibility that you will go to the same store. Now, you don't have in pocket nowadays, you have on the mobile, but there's a bigger chance that you go to the same. For example, Shopper Stop is the format which has the highest loyalty. If I'm not wrong, about 68-70%. How much? Oh, it's 76, maybe right. One reason I can look at is they didn't change the format for a long time. So the people my age, 40 plus, they are the customer and they were not acquiring the new consumers. There was a time. But loyalty is very high. It's very important parameter. Again, you know, when KPI I was talking about. The shrinkage is another KPI. So every business has different percentages of shrinkage. You know, apparel footwear has to work less than 1%. Your FMCG can work at about 1.5-2%. And then there is another terminology, if you would be interested to know, that's called dump. You know, that normally happens in FMCG or F&B, which is food, fruits and beverages. So, you know, the vegetables and all by the evening, you know, you can mark down and sell. Yeah, so, or if you don't do that, you have to dump it. So that dump is about 6% of the total business of that category. So that's also an important parameter to for a retail operation guy to be judged. How much is your dump? If your dump is more than 6%, you're not doing a good job. There are various KPIs when it comes to retail operations. And then the compliance, you know, retail operationally compliance is very important. You have to take 365 days, store opening, whatever registration. You have to take your GST-IN now, which used to be TIN number before for starting business. You will have to get yourself registered in the shops and establishment act. You have to get yourself registered in PF office. You have to have a WASH Act, which is I don't know whether you're aware. India is also, you know, because retail is booming, so the WASH Act, which used to be only, which is, you know, largely for sexual harassment act, which is normally in the offices, is applied to the stores also if you have more than 20 employees. Then you have, what else? Yeah, your salary details have to go, you have to have a minimum wages. Every state has minimum wage, so every employee should be paid that much or more than that. So those are the compliance which you have to do. And then of course returns you have to file, you have to have bills to be issued, which are standard ones. What else? Okay. So I think that was largely what slowed down mission. Of course, marketing somebody wanted to know. How much time do I have?
Take as much as you want.
Okay. So this is interesting. I don't know, there will be a few more interesting marketing. I'm trying to, be relevant to everyone. So marketing, I came from the era when TV पे ad आता है वही marketing होती थी. यहाँ newspaper में ad होता था. बस और कुछ होता ही नहीं था. It was nothing at all. And we call it mass media. Yeah? And it is still relevant. Still relevant. Zero effective. Zero effective, believe me. Absolutely. And still very costly. Still, Bennett Coleman doesn't want to leave it. Still very costly. Absolutely costly. And it reaches to whom I don't want to reach. It reaches them. And it reaches more to them rather than to whom I want to reach. So relevance is reducing of mass media. Digital medium is making huge strides. Huge strides. Now I'll give you an example before I elaborate on how it works. At Crocs, we don't do any mass media. We've never done any mass media. Never ever. And I'm yet to come across one person who says, Crocs, ye kya hai? So without doing mass media, you can survive. You can prosper. What we have done is, digital media is something which has become very active, very in thing in the last 3-4 years. We have been doing always this for the last 10 years. So digital medium is actually picking up. One, it is a targeted medium, targeted vehicle. I can speak to little man for a flat, comfortable sandal. I can speak to you for a trendy heels. I can tell her, your size 7, your size 7 is on discount because that's the last pair I have. I have to get rid of it. But she needs size 7 only. So you can have a targeted marketing. You can have a retargeted. You came to my website, you came to my store, didn't buy. I can entice you at 10% discount. So you can do so many things specific to a specific customer. Absolutely, whom you want to talk. You can talk to people at what time you want to talk. If you are working in a company which is into BPO business, रात को ही message आएगा. If I am working daytime, I'll get the message. So basis the trend seen for every consumer, you can define the creative, the offer, the timing of communication, and there are so many vehicles. So when I say digital, can somebody tell me? Can somebody tell me what are the vehicles in digital? When we say digital, but digital मतलब क्या है? Digital मतलब क्या है? Digital is what? What medium? As I said, mass media is TV, mass media is probably newspapers, mass media probably is hoarding also, although hoarding is not. But what do you mean by digital? When I say digital,
Social media.
Social media.
Okay.
Social media.
Be louder.
Social media. Social media.
Okay, I got the first one. SNS, which is social media. What else? Huh? No, SEO is different. SEO is different.
Pop-up.
Huh?
Pop-up.
No, I'm not saying how you do it. What are the main vehicles?
Email.
One is social media.
Email.
Huh?
Email.
Okay, email is number one. What else?
Facebook, Instagram. Instagram.
That's not digital. That's not digital. That's not digital. Sorry.
इंस्टाग्राम तो सोशल मीडिया नहीं आता है.
Flash messages.
Twitter.
I didn't get what exactly. Give me the right word. We are retailer. We are retailers. No, we are future retailers. Don't say flash messages. Give me the right word. No. Can somebody give me the right word?
Facebook.
Push notifications. So the word push notifications. What else? और कौन से मीडियम होते हैं डिजिटल में?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, ads in the apps.
Sorry.
Ads in the apps.
Ads in the app. Okay. That's become a part of e-commerce marketing, but it's a digital one. Absolutely. E-commerce marketing. That's also digital. What else?
Like videos on YouTube, advertisements on YouTube.
Okay. Google will say. Okay.
As you like to open a video on YouTube before.
Shop now ads. Shop now. Something will pop up from here.
Short video.
Shop now ads.
Short video.
Yeah. These are largely the digital medium.
In case that a buyer, that shopper who's coming, in case he makes a sale, so you'll get a commission on that.
Perfect. Amazing. Huge amount of. Karan. Fantastic. Exactly that is it. Exactly that is it.
That's running through PPC nowadays,
Yes.
pay per click.
So you tell all others.
Just repeat.
Nowadays, what the people are doing, they are creating their blogs and they are attracting traffic to their websites. And using their website, they are sending traffic, let's say, to Crocs online website. So when a person is going to your, redirected from your website to Crocs website and he actually makes a sale, so you'll get some commission on that. That's affiliate marketing where you're promoting other brands. You do not have a brand of your own.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So these are various ways of online marketing. Now, as I said, we're talking about marketing. Mass media is going away. What else can you do? So social is another big, huge medium. Absolutely huge. All of you must be on Facebook. 90% of you must be on Instagram. 40% of you must be on Twitter. So, and there can't be an hour. I could see she's on Facebook now. So there can't be an hour. There can't be an hour when you don't check it, isn't it? Tell me, even if somebody is taking the class, you still want to sneak in and see it. Koi post to nahi hai, like to nahi hai, isn't it? Absolutely. So that's the biggest medium today. Absolutely, the biggest medium is social media. Absolutely, and that is what we do. And it's very cheap, very cost-effective. One other thing which I would just like to share. I think we have covered all digital ways of advertising, promotions. Another is called PPC.
Yeah, pay per click.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's another one. Pay per click. Which means you buy or you don't buy, but I will charge you if somebody has clicked. He has gone to your site, not gone. If he has clicked, I am going to charge you. So
That depends on
pay per click. So that's another one. So these are various marketing, advertising tools now. The other one, big one. I won't be surprised if few of them are here also. The bloggers. Do you understand the concept?
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody who blogs here? Oh, that's bad. All of you are young. So bloggers, we call them KOL also, which includes largely bloggers. What is KOL? Key opinion leaders. And bloggers are taken as one when it comes to style, when it comes to fashion. So they are the key opinion leader, as Modi would be on politics. So since we are into business or fashion, so we talk about KOL, which are related to fashion. Yeah. There is somebody called Miss Mar. Any query regarding anything, regarding the brand which I represent, regarding how the shoe looks, regarding any aspect of business, anything, any of you have. Yeah.
So good afternoon, sir. I wanted to ask you a question. So you said that digital media is not taking over mass media, and that digital media is coming now big and mass media is fading away. So my question is that if mass media is fading away, digital media is coming up so fast, then why is that major online retailers like Flipkart and Amazon, they invest so hugely in mass media? In festive seasons you can see 3-4 pages full page ad in newspapers. Flipkart has its TVC, which group has its TVC. Then why is that online companies are investing in mass media?
So I think that's a good question. See, what they are trying to do is, you have to see the objective. Now, I didn't say it is absolutely irrelevant, but in larger cases, it is becoming irrelevant. In that case, it is still relevant because of few reasons. They want to convert offline into online. Yeah? That's the first objective for all online players. जो online खरीदता ही नहीं है because of any reason. डर लगता है कि credit card डालेगा तो तकलीफ आ जाएगी, जूता आएगा नहीं, प्रोडक्ट आएगा नहीं आएगा तो फटा हुआ आएगा, मेरे को साइज आएगा नहीं आएगा. So lot of doubts they have. So they don't even go online, even knowing what he is buying offline is 50% costlier. So they're targeting them. That's one. Second is they're targeting a huge mass. Everybody is their customer. They sell 25 rupees biscuits also nowadays, Snapdeal or many others. Or they sell anything, cheapest possible thing. They sell a t-shirt of 99 rupees. They sell a shirt of 199. So for them, the whole India is a customer. And the reach is relevant for them. So everybody is their customer. So in their case, it's sensitive. And secondly, my first answer also, I tried to explain. These are the guys who don't go online just now. So these are the guys who are not digitally connected probably. So they are enticing them to get digitally connected. Because digital media will only work when you are digitally connected. So these are two-pronged strategy and it's ready. Thank you.
So actually, you talked about like online, online retailing. So even if I talk about Crocs, right? Even when I go to a brick and mortar store, like in Mall of India, so the pricing is more than as compared to an online retailer. So how do brick and mortar store plan to grow up their sales? Because all the consumers are moving towards online retailing. Plus, even there's some, I think brick and mortar stores are also facing some losses because of that. Their sales are not coming up. So what is the future plan that brick and mortar stores are coming up? Just to make sure that these things do not happen and again sales are coming up.
I think your question in two parts. One, I'll ask the first one because you're asking particularly about the brand, and second is generally how it works. See, what I would suggest is you go to the store and decide what you want to buy. I'm talking about particularly Crocs and sort of thing. And then go to online and try hunting for that shoe. 99% you won't find it. Okay. So that is the assortment defined. So there's a different assortment online, different assortment offline. Otherwise, I'm going to be killed in the next day because everybody has invested so much money and they say that you give me 30% discount and a consumer who's buying one single pair is getting 50. So it's not an ideal strategy if you really ask, because in one shoe and the other shoe, what's the difference? Everybody can make out. A cloth is a cloth. Yeah? But in the absence of any other alternatives, so as a brand we have decided there is a absolute separate assortment which is online, absolute separate assortment offline. Paytm, if they ask something specific, they will not get. They will get only from the online assortment. So what you like offline, you want to buy online, you may not get it. If you get it, it will be 0 discount. 99% case.
Same price.
Same price. Yeah. So that's the answer on the first one. The second one, of course, there is a huge pressure on brick and mortar. Absolutely. Because if somebody wants to commit suicide, who can help? So online guys are committing suicide. At this point of time, SoftBank is funding $2.5 billion. My God. I mean, just taking our brand itself is not so big. Paytm is getting so much funding, they don't discount, but they give you cashback of 70%. Oh, cashback is cashback, and I recharge my Paytm every day. So that is as good as cash. But they're able to earn money.
That's a USP.
That's a USP. So they say we don't discount. We have fight with them. We tell them, okay, why are you doing this? We're not discounting, no. Absolutely. But it's a discount only for a consumer. So today it's a suicide. Everybody's losing money. Huge money they're losing. Now brick and mortar cannot afford. Because they cannot afford. So they're lying low. Their productivities have come down. They're fighting with the brands to control online. And brands are doing what we are doing. So, partially fooling. The assortment is alike, there are assortment alike. A cloth is a cloth, as I said. So at this point, yes, brick and mortar is under stress, is under trouble, but how it is tackling the whole issue is multifold. One is there's still a huge set of people who don't buy online and whatever they can get. They don't buy it because of various reasons. Huge number of people. Secondly, you bring efficiency in your services. When a consumer visits your store, the kind of service, touch and feel, footwear, if you want to pick up online, and then the shoe comes, it may not fit you. So there are a set of customers who doesn't buy online. Even they are highly digitally connected. Yep. And if they expand, they go offline. पूरा try करेगा आधा घंटा CSA दिमाग खाएगा, article note करेगा, size note करेगा,
online
check online. नहीं मिलेगा तो वहाँ से ले लेगा. So there is a stress, absolutely stress. Business is down, farms are closing. There's no answer because I don't want to do suicide. The brick and mortar doesn't want to do suicide. And somebody is doing suicide. So we are waiting for them to die. Suicide karega, tum marega, kind of. But they're not going to die, as I said. They're not going to die. But they're going to change your business model. It has to be SoftBank doesn't have money sitting in their pocket to lose only. It is only a leadership fight. I remember being, a long time back, 3 rupees we used to get a bottle of Pepsi and Coke. Now you get $10, not even 3, I think 50 paisa. So once you become a leader, and then you cover your losses. That's the thing. But yeah, there's a stress, absolute stress on breaking about that. People are not expanding. And few are closing also. Few are closing. But most of them are not expanding itself. But rather they're tagging on to the online itself. They open online chalu kar diya. Above, Tata Click, Angio, also they started Landmark, Proma, everybody started their online. So they're trying to match. Or exclusivity, what they're selling is not available online. Or the few brands which don't sell online, only they feel. Private label movement. People have started getting into more private label because no competition in use.
Absolutely.
So people are trying not to think, but there's a stress. Productivities are down by about 20-25%, LFLs are negative.
Yeah.
Any other question?
So my question is, from a retailer point of view, from your point of view, what are the pros and cons you face while you're selling online? So let's take a Crocs here. So if it's been selling on different portals, online portals, so what are the benefits that you have selling online and what are not the benefits of selling online? So
No, it's immensely useful for any brand. Online is immensely useful for any brand. For us, 22% of our business comes online. The benefits have to come. Number one benefit is the reach. I have 1,300 points of sale in India. India has 800 towns and what knows how many smaller towns. So I can't reach them. Physically, brick and mortar. So online is the vehicle for me to reach everywhere from Nagaland to Kashmir, from there to where. That's one. Secondly, today I'm making money. If you really ask, I'm making money by selling you. It's you who are losing. So for me, it's a business model. It's absolutely a business model. And typically how it works, you know yourself, is that you pick up anything and everything. So the target is buying, not selling for online companies at this point. So it's very easy to sell. No, not much efforts can be done. I can push whatever I want to sell. Anything. Like if you 5% more, you will pick up anything. Because you have to discount and finish up. You have to just match 50%, 60% discounts and lose money at this point of time. So it's easy to sell. Absolutely. Volume is huge. Yeah. Out of these three, I would say reach is the biggest one. The con is only one, and the biggest one is it may lead to an impression to the consumer that this brand is discounted. We have 50% discount rate that much. The problem is your conversion online is 1% as compared to offline, brick and mortar, where it is about 30%. So one guy buys, but 100 seats. So 99 have not bought, but they see the 50% discount rate. And they are potential buyers. Now they will never buy at full price. Because visibility is 100. Conversion 1%. No, 100 people come, one buys. So 99 are not buying, but they will not buy at full price ever.
Then we also have an option of where we can just promote the MRP products. We would not say that let's not put discounts on them, let's just promote the full price.
But I don't think what percentage of business comes from without discount or without cash backing. Tell me, if it is double
In
digit,
case of Paytm, then
no, if it is double digit, I'll be happy. It's not even double digit. I'm saying cash back and discount, I'm taking more discount again. So it's not even double digit full price. So the large majority of business is discounted. So perception of the consumer is that commission is not. So that's one problem. Second is the conflict, channel conflict. So often guy will kill us. He has invested and we are discounting me. Try to explain them, हमने कुछ नहीं किया, we have given them 30%. They are selling 50. तो इसे वो 50 में कैसे बेचेगा? वो सुसाइड के लिए है. So that's another channel conflict, which is difficult to manage. What else?
Actually, I wanted to ask a question from all of us. Like we're going to get out of the campus in like 6 months. You have been in industry for like 20 years. So I'd like to ask that what do you tell us or what do you recommend us to choose from the direction of online or offline, irrespective of our interest areas? What do you see that an area that we go in and we do not regret after 10 years that I chose online or offline? So what do you recommend?
Answer is very simple. Both are going to coexist. Absolutely going to coexist. Offline will be bigger than online. At any point of time. At least I can foresee about 20 years max. I can't foresee beyond. So, and that's my personal opinion. I feel even after 20 years, offline will be bigger than online. And in the shorter term, say about 2-3 years, this will come down a bit from the current level when the discounting goes. Online will come down a bit. It will stabilize, not come down. It's an inflated one at this point in time. That is why they call about GMV. I don't know if you understand GMV. This is only the investor game is going on. Only top line game GMV क्या आप बेस को 60% डिस्काउंट पे MRP पे आप लगा दो टैक्स भी लगा देते उसके अंदर which company recognizes revenue with taxes but you recognize revenue including taxes including discounts MRP पे revenue होता है GMV is MRP so this is going to sorry for that this is going to stabilize but if you ask which one both are relevant see today you have not many professionals in offline because that is a bigger one online का भी इतने नहीं है so this will also grow and it has less professionals so the opportunities are both the places but if you want to know which business will be bigger might take or offline will be bigger at least for 20 years online will keep on increasing first will come down and then it will steadily increase but it all depends what your interests are don't worry about which will last you need one job you don't need the industry you need one job you don't need the industry so but I'll mention something you have asked this question see, you need to have passion about it. That's all. And you will make it success even if that industry goes down. So wherever you have passion, you love, your interest is there, you should go in.
Ask the question loudly because that side is getting actually less. Can you hear? Can you hear her? Sound is whispered. They're very restless, right? Maybe you come forward. You come forward and
Okay, so my question is about the valuation की बात की. So why do these big firms like SoftBank, सबने investigate करते हैं उन्हें पता है कि valuation fake है. तो fake नहीं है वो इतने % discount पे दे रहे हैं. वो valuation किस मतलब करेंगे?
Well, as I said, here the payback period is long. Here the payback period is long. They will start making money after a longer period than the other offline. And since it's a valuation game, what happens is, this probably would be beyond us, beyond me as well. The valuation will keep on increasing. It's not going to go down. In the near future, very near future, won't go down. They will exit. They will exit. They will exit. See, the problem is, I'll tell you. For example, I'll tell you about my last company, Reliance, footprint. They do $3 billion. 21,000 crore turnover. And they they lose about 1,000 crores. And they're losing for 9 years. So it's foolish for them to continue. No. The strategy is different. So same strategy is here. They know Alibaba has to come. They know Rakuten has to come. So they're building infrastructure, people, processes ready, and once they come, they will give all the money, they'll make money and they'll exit. That is how good. And secondly, the investors are common. In e-com space, we find there are common investors. So they will consolidate among themselves. At this point, they're losing money, but it's a huge money they'll get once they consolidate and exit. Similarly, for example, because of the FDDI, many large retailers have not come. Reliance is not losing money. They know once large retailer comes, he gets 7,000 properties, and everything's set. They will just change the name and sell it off and move on. These are long-term, high-level. They're money to make money for sure. Like they will make money because online is going to be there, and people are yet to come. Alibaba has not moved. Rakuten has not moved. These are two big players. So once they come, they'll take all their money out and they will buy them. That's my call. I don't know, but that is what the whole thing looks like. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense losing money and then saying you're working hard. My boss used to tell me, hard work now if you have to lose money. So rather you don't work hard, don't lose money. So they're working hard. She probably must be working with 17 hours when the big days come. To lose money, 30 per 50 So but she's working hard. So today they're losing, but they're working hard for future. So this is not going to end. No? Someday, consolidation must happen. See, Snapdeal was given $1 billion. He asked $1 billion. It was given 950 million. They refused to buy. What is the worth? Not even 400. So 600 is what they're making money. So all their losses would have been gone and they would have made money. That is what is going to happen.
To ask, like, after struggling for 20 years, now how it feels being the MD and CEO of Crocs? How do you feel?
No, I was always happy. No, the question is how I feel. I think the feeling is, the only feeling which is important is your happiness. Yeah. Rest all, really needs of life, everybody gets. Even a hawker, he makes money to eat. I feel always happy. Absolutely happy. But it feels good. It feels good when you are growing. It feels nice when you are contributing in whatever role. So role is not very important. Absolutely not important. So it always felt nice. I was always happy. I'm still happy. And frankly, nothing. It's not that I'm saying, probably I'm making more money now. That's the only difference. And I don't have time to use that money. That's another flip side. Otherwise, I've been happy. I've always been happy about what I've been doing. Should I take one more, please?
Just in general, I would like to know a little about the game, any of the hobbies or something, maybe a little about it.
About me or about that's a personal question.
If you don't mind.
Okay, I'll tell whatever I can. Not everything. One, of course, I spend half an hour every day morning, half an hour late in the evening. The late evening is about 10 o'clock for my workout. My workout could be only brisk walking or it could be a gym. That takes away majority of your problems. And it's better to be under the sky rather than in a concealed room. It gives you a lot of good vibes. Yeah? And keeps you a bit fit. I'm not so fit as of now because work is keeping busy. That's one. Secondly, I stay away from social media the whole day. The whole day. Biggest distractor biggest distractor at this point of time is social media. But I spend 1.5 hours in the night. It's important. So I'm not saying I don't do it. It's absolutely important. But during the day you stay away, so you focus. Otherwise, you get into somebody has posted uska birthday, I have to wish. I have to answer. He has wished me, happy good morning, I have to say good morning, nothing. So all my circle knows he will reply in the night. That's true. I have got 2 sons. My younger one is 10. I play badminton with him for about 20 minutes in the evening. That also leaves. Rest all are work related. I don't know if you would like to know how the day is. Or maybe, I have a small life hacker, if you know lifehacker.com, to talk about, how people operate. So I have a small interview there and exactly gives you what I do the whole day and how I refresh myself in the evenings. I'll take another 1 minute before I call it a day. No more questions. I'll just tell you one thing. Because I owe it to FDDI for sure. Whatever I am because of FDDI. Yeah? And I learned a lot of things here. And it was a pleasure to be here. This is the highest education I have. There's no other education I have other than this. And they have been very, the other part of the campus, they have been very, very supportive. Satyam and a lot of them, Jyoti, Koli, So they have been very supportive all through my career. So I have advice to give you. I have advised her already, but I'll just give you how, what I thought when I was in your place. Exactly what I was thinking. So maybe that will give you some, and of course, here I said 20 years back. So when you were probably 5 years old. But few things doesn't change. Yeah? Few things have changed, few things doesn't change. I came from a business class family. I told everyone this, but it's nice to share with you because you'll be confused at this point of time. Yeah, absolutely confused on what to do, what not to do. I came from a business class family. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur because that is is what I've seen always. My brother, my dad, everybody's entrepreneur, maternal uncle, paternal uncle, everybody's entrepreneur. So I said, I have to do something on my own. Reason on में क्या था? नौकरी नहीं करनी है. और नौकरी नहीं करनी है, वो नौकर है उसके अंदर. You know, I don't want to be नौकर. You know, हिंदी में नौकरी आता तो नौकर है. I don't want to be servant. Whatever it is, I don't want to be servant. That was 20 years back. That point of time, coming from business class family, so that was the thoughts. Lot of water has flown. Now, you can be an entrepreneur while you are serving, which I was telling her. And that is what the corporate world gives you. Now, people, companies, brands give you so much liberty to do what you want to do, so much freedom to do what you want to do, run it as your own, at every level. I'm not talking. Even if there is a store manager, he is given that kind of powers. So now it's a good combination of being an entrepreneur and doing service. So my suggestion here is, if anybody would like to take it, be an entrepreneur when you are serving. If you are not that, you will not reach anything. If you only do a nokri, you will be only a knocker. Be an entrepreneur, take it as if it's your own, have passion about it, and the day you feel you're not liking it, leave the job. Don't waste your time, don't waste company's time. Leave the job the day you say it's nahi yaar, ho nahi raha. I'm not liking what I'm doing. आज तब ऑफिस जाने का मन नहीं. जिस दिन आपको ऑफिस जाने का मन ना हो, जाना ही बंद कर दो उसके बाद. I'm telling you, that's all. You should have passion. You should have passion. Thank you for being such a nice audience. Thank you. Nobody said you will get an issue. And that is the brand which I live, which I love. I don't know how many of you have. If you don't have, please get a pair. You will not be wearing anything else. Or else, you know, all contests which brand you run on that, I'll sponsor the prizes. Also, the first prize winner, I don't know what's the frequency, what will be the frequency now? They will get a shoe free from Crocs.
So it was a pretty nice session, ending with a comfortable gesture from sir. Thank you so much for that. We learned quite a bit about the recent retail glossary, retail terms that we just used to study. We got them to learn practically how sir is using them in the industry and how it's actually prevailing down in the industry. So now, on behalf of School of Retail and on my own behalf, I would like to thank you for coming over here and telling us about how is it going in the industry, and thank you for your notable comments and compliments, sir. Also, I like to thank the faculty members and my dear HOD sir for letting us have this session so that we could learn more and for their presence. I would request HOD sir for the token of thanks to Deepak sir.